Hi there, so this is part 2 of 7 Years, How to Play 7 Years by Lukas Graham. Now, let me just quickly run over part 1, what we did in part 1. I've actually rewritten this now because it wasn't written very well for the first part. So, the song begins, this is actually like what you would call a lead-in. It's the sort of bar 1 of the song really starts here, and this is the lead-in, okay? So let's just quickly run over that again. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's your lead in. And then, I'll put that there. Hopefully you can see that okay. So then you just got this 1, 2, 3, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the chord goes on here. We've got this G minor chord. So it's G, B flat, D, and G, okay? So lead in with this. You go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next section is actually that. So you then change to the new chord here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have the next chord. So that, put that there for a second, is basically how the whole riff goes. It leads in with this. It's like you start with the end of the sequence. Da 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 da. Then this is where the sequence begins. Chord comes in here. 1, 2. You got your G minor chord there, which I can't see anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next chord comes in here, which I can't see anymore. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the third chord, which we're going to do now, comes in here. Okay? And the third chord, let's do the third chord. So, now the third chord is an E flat chord. What we're going to do is a basic E flat chord. So, following the principles I showed you in part 1, to make a basic chord, you take the note from the scale, which is an E flat. We're going to go right down here, so that's middle C. Below there, E flat. Little finger's going to go in E flat. Skip a note, G. Skip a note, B flat. Remember, B's and E's are always flat, so it would be those three. But you've got to flatten the bottom of the top one, and that's your E flat chord. Okay, so that's chord 4 in the scale. That's what we're going to play. Just to let you know what's actually happening on the recording. The piano, once again, it goes. That's on the first chord. Then it goes there on the second chord, and simply plays a B flat again. I think on that note there. The organ, on the other hand, that's the first chord which we've done. That's the second chord, and I believe. So let's do it with the right hand. So this is the organ player. The organ player, as best I can hear, is doing that. Then that for the second chord, and then bringing in this very low E flat. I'm not sure whether you can see that on the camera. I hope you can, but not this E flat, but the one below, which just really fills out the recording at that point. So, and this hand, I think, is just doing he or he, is just doing G's again. Okay, so you've got an E flat, 2 G's, and the piano is playing the B. Now, as you can see, you've got an E flat here. If you're going to play just with the left hand, you can't possibly play all 3 of those. So that's why I brought this up to here. And then you've got the other 2 notes of the chord there. And you could do that if you really wanted to, I suppose. But I haven't bothered. So I think this is a good approximation of what's on the recording, just playing a basic E flat chord there, okay? So you're going to going from the beginning, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you're going to put the E flat chord in. 1, 2. So let me get that for you here. So you're going to bring the E flat chord in. I think it's just this now. So this is the E flat chord. You're going to bring an E flat chord in. Oh, actually, good. Yeah, that's what happens. So it's 3 of those because after. So that's where the E flat chord comes in. So you're going to go 1, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And something happens here. Alright, but we'll come to that in a second. So basically this is where your E flat chord's going to play. So you're going to go, let's do this together. So get your E flat chord ready. You're going to go with this toddling thumb and index finger on the D and the F. Okay, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do that one more time. So just E flat chord here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, thumb to index finger. Now you're going to go again 1, 2, 3, 4. As this happens, you've got one last little chord, which is very, very simple. In fact, I believe from what I can hear, the piano quite simply goes as that's playing. That's in the piano there. Okay. Oh, and these two play together at this point, which is quite nice. And there's a little. They don't play bang together. They go like that. So ba-dum, ba-dum. You hear that really quickly. So it goes like that this time around. Okay. So and with that, the piano then goes like that. This is what the piano is actually playing. Okay. And that is this last. Well, technically it's here. So the chord, you get this for a bar. 2 bars, sorry, the E flat, and then you get 1 bar of E flat and 1 bar of F, which is chord 5. Now, the organ, I think, is just doing that. So the piano's doing that, and the organ's doing that. So the best way of playing the left hand is, and it's exactly what's happening on the recording, it's just playing an F and a C. Let me show you this chord 5, which is the last chord, is an F chord. Once again, you just take, it's the 5th chord in this scale, so you take an F, put your little finger on F. To play a full F chord, you would go up to an A, and then skip a note to a C. That's an F chord. But on the recording, the middle note's missing. It's just that. Okay, F and C, which is this here. So on this one, it's going to go. This is right at the end of the first half of the intro. You're going to go just for here. You're going to go. Remember, you play the thumb and the little finger together. That's what you're doing here. And at the same time, this F and C is going to be played with the left hand. So it's going to go 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So get the F and the C, thumb on the D there, and then B flat. So you're going to go. It goes. And remember, these go slightly after like that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it with me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's quite simple. Alright? I kind of feel like these other sheets are confusing the issue a little bit, so I'm just going to go with this sheet. Let's do the whole thing, the whole first half of this intro now. Okay, so put your hand in place. Get ready on your G minor. G, B flat, D, G, and get your hand in place for all of these. Okay, your hands in place, put your pedal down. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G minor now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This now is this chord. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now E flat here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the F. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I feel like I'm not really explained it brilliantly, but let's just do this again, and hopefully this will all make sense. So get ready on your G. Let's just do these chords here. So you've got your G minor, G, B, D, G here. Okay, the B flat, you're just going to move these G's back to an F, but you're not playing this B flat actually at this point, okay? So it's there, then move to the F, which we did in the previous part. Then you're just going to move to a straight E flat chord there. E flat, G, and B flat, okay? And then hold for a bit longer, and then you just got this F and C. Get that perfect. Don't even bother trying to add this hand, so you've got these chords. So you've got your G minor chord, move back the thumb and the little finger, hit the D again, and then you're going to go down to an E flat chord like that. And very simply, you just take this little finger and thumb, move them both up to F and C. Let's do that one more time. So you're going to play G minor, yeah, so G minor, hold that there, move those the thumb and little finger down, and then play those three together, going down to an E flat chord, there. Okay, and then move them both, these two fingers up to there. Get that perfect before you try and add the other hand. What I didn't explain actually is if you're not going to go for the full stretch, you're just doing this G minor at the beginning. My suggestion is then, since you're not playing this up here, you just literally take the little finger back and play a B flat chord like that. Okay, what you're doing, this is a B flat chord, but you're playing the F. You're basically playing those two notes, but the F you're playing down here with the little finger. That's what I suggest you do if you can't do this octave stretch or you're finding that difficult. So you would just go G minor, which is G, B flat and D, and then for the second chord just move your little finger down to the F. Then it's nice and easy getting to there and then there. Okay? So that's the whole of the first half. Let's work through this again, or the whole thing again. So it's one, just do it together really slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half a bar more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 2, 3, 4. Okay, don't forget you've got those two notes at the end there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the end of part 2. Okay, let me just play it to you quickly right the way through. So it's okay, and that's the whole of the first half of the intro. So now move on to part 3 and we'll go on to the second half of the intro.